made it from Madrid to Barcelona. Madrid was nice. That was a shocker for me about Barcelona is that they don't speak, well, they do speak Spanish here, but it's not really their primary language. Their primary language is Catalan, which I understand is a mixture between Spanish and French. So that's a bummer. Because I mean, I know enough Spanish to communicate with people, so I don't know if that's gonna change anything on how I communicate with people. But I hear a lot of people here do speak Spanish because the rest of Spain speaks Spanish. I think at one point in time, Barcelona tried to be its own entity, its own country. I believe that's why they came up with their own language. I think that's the story behind it. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, all in all, this is my 4th city now. London, Paris, Madrid, now Barcelona. Traveling is going good. It does get a little, like, you have down moments when you're traveling solo. I will tell you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm a very social person. Yeah, you're meeting people, but y'all having the same conversations over. Like, hi, where you from? What's your name? Oh, I've been there, or oh, I haven't been there. It's like kind of the same conversations, which I don't necessarily mind, but you don't really get to know people because y'all moving. You know, you're only in a city for 4 days. I mean, how well can you really get to know people? But last night, though, was crazy. Went on a pub crawl. We had like 25 people from the hostel showed up, and then we meet up with other hostels. So we had like a whole big group of people. Met a lot of people from the States. Just very interesting. Interesting night last night. Crazy night last night. Fun. And I hear Barcelona's even big on parties. So I'm looking for something to eat. So I keep looking at all these like menus and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I didn't vlog too much in Madrid, because all I really did was party. It's not really too much to see in Madrid. Like, honestly, in 2 days you could probably see all the main tourist attractions. But when you're traveling alone though, like, after a while, every church and like museum, it all kind of just blurs together. Yeah, I'm just looking for some food, so let me find some place to eat, and then I'll cut this camera back on. Want it, which is paellas. About to have some paellas and a cerveza. So paellas is basically like a seafood dish with rice stuff. I had it last night. I'm about to have it again now. That's probably the only thing I'm gonna eat, because between London and France, I was really missing rice. They don't really cook with too much rice there in those places. Everything was like just vegetables. It didn't really have no carbs to it. Maybe like fries or chips, as they would say. And I got a cerveza to go with my meal. So far, all of Europe seems pretty safe to me, other than pickpocketing. Like, actually, a guy I was with last night, he had a little bit too much to drink, and he ended up getting his phone and wallet stolen. Don't know how it happened. Just by the time he got home, realized he didn't have, or the time he got back to his hostel, he realized he didn't have neither one of them on him. Actually, on my way over here, I was on the phone with a good friend of mine, basically like family, about future travel plans. You know, everybody's seeing me traveling, so now, you know what I'm saying, as you let your own light shine, you unconsciously give others permissions to do the same. So now he wants to travel. He wants to do a little backpacking excursion, possibly in South America. So we was on the phone talking about that. Just trying to, I'm leaving him in charge so he can get some experience planning out an itinerary for backpacking. So right now he's, you know, trying to plan it, put it together. He asked me questions, tips, things like that. And yeah, that's about it, man. I must say though, I like Europe. It's a very chill vibe. I don't know. It's weird because when you talk to other Americans that are traveling, like, yeah, we all love our country, but it's I don't know. Being abroad is something different, especially if you're from the States. it's just very chill here. The vibe in Europe, at least the cities I've been to, it's just very relaxed. Look at that. I want one of those things. Maybe when I'm in Prague, I could rent one. It's like a unicycle, an automatic unicycle. But yeah, Europe is just very chill. I don't know. I really like Paris. Most people, I get mixed reviews about Paris, but I really like the vibe in Paris. I don't know. Parisian people were just kind of interesting to me. But then again, they said I was there during the holiday season, so all the mean, grouchy French people were out on vacation, or people weren't working, so everybody was real chill. Spain, I like. I just got to Barcelona, so we'll see what the final verdict will be on Barcelona. But Madrid was nice. Probably don't think I could live there. It's a little too small for me. But Paris is nice. London remind me too much of home. Even though everybody speaks English, I mean, of course they have their own little ways of saying things. Gracias. Just Europe is just it's just different, man. I don't know if it's, America's a very big place, so I can't paint America with one broad stroke, but I don't know, it's sort of a tension or aggression in America that I just can't explain. It's like, if you travel and you go somewhere, even if, say for example, you go to live in Paris and you're working, you're living there, you're not just there on vacation, relaxing, partying, whatever, say you actually there working, it's like when you go back home or back to the States, it's like a certain tension, like just get tense. I don't know. And then like there's a lot of stuff going on in America right now, so everybody, I feel like everybody back home's looking at everybody out the corner of their eye. You know what I'm saying? Like how you know how individuals are being perceived, or you always in your head and back home like how people are perceiving me. Whereas here I just feel chill. Nobody really cares. And nobody really pay me any mind. I don't know. It's just real nice. But then at the same time, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm a tourist here. I mean, maybe if I lived here and really spoke the language, maybe my opinions on some of these cities may be different. Who knows? But overall, I can say that Europe is very chill. Go to at lunchtime, go have a beer, a couple drinks, things like that. Walk back to work. I know, like back home, most jobs I know, or most jobs I had, if you came back like smelling like alcohol, like that's a no-no. I don't know, but who knows? I ain't worked no big time corporate job back home to get full insight on that. But here I notice like people between work will go have a beer or two. So I just finished eating. The food was great. The beer was great. The beer got me feeling great. But another thing about Spain is that the road and the sidewalk are like the same thing. Like, for example, like right now I'm walking in the street, like right now. So like this is the street. Like a car could come through here right now and honk the horn at me. And Madrid is even worse, because the street and the sidewalk are made out of the same cobblestone, and the roads there are even narrower. So, and one thing I realized, people really smoke cigarettes here. Like everybody smokes cigarettes. See, look, a car just passed by, or a truck. People here really smoke cigarettes. Most of them roll their own cigarettes, but people here definitely smoke more than back home. I also noticed here, like, women here are very thin. Like, and I asked a girl who's not from Madrid or from Spain, but I think that's a beauty standard to be thin. But hey, little booties matter as well. So fellas, whatever rocks your boat, or ladies, whatever rocks your boat. But yeah, it's a beautiful city, beautiful place. So yeah, let me plan my day out, maybe even try to edit a video or two, and catch up with you guys tomorrow. And you know something else I'm dreading? Before I cut this camera off, I'm gonna need a haircut eventually. At some point while I'm in Europe. And I feel like I would have better luck getting a decent barber on the western side of Europe than I would the eastern side of Europe. I don't know, maybe in Germany. There's a lot of black people in Germany, so I gotta go to like a decent bar. I can't have him, you know, jack me up or whatnot. But I think I'm gonna hold off till I get to Germany to get a haircut. So tomorrow, about to plan this day out. I plan the rest of my time out here, and then probably get ready to go out tonight. See what's up with Barcelona's nightlife.